when you see a 9-1 Rams team, you see a 9-1 Chiefs team on the schedule for Monday Night Football, you say, yeah, let's go. This is going to be amazing. But it was even better than amazing. I don't know what that word is, but there's a word, and it was better than amazing. 54-51, the Rams find a way to win this game. It was an absolute shootout. Over 1,000 yards total between both teams. Andy Reid, future Hall of Famer. Sean McVay, this young stud guru coach who's very offensive-minded. Jared Goff, Pat Mahomes, these two star quarterbacks as well, putting on a show. When you look at their stat lines, Mahomes threw for 478 yards, 6 touchdowns. He did have 3 interceptions, which we will get to. Jared Goff had 5 total touchdowns and threw for 413 yards. This game was just filled with chunk plays. I mean, it was insane to the point where the Chiefs would score, and then in 2 plays, you had the Rams back in the red zone and punching it in. And then in about a minute and 15 seconds, Tyreek Hill gets wide open, and they score on a 73-yard touchdown. And then bang, just like that, the Rams respond. And then the Chiefs respond. And then the Rams defense made a play. I mean, there were some plays by the defense, believe it or not. When you see 54-51, you can't imagine them being any defensive plays. But there were. I mean, you have Houston for the Chiefs making a big-time play on Goff. Bailey ends up scooping it in and score. You have Aaron Donald, who is arguably the best player in football, making plays happen. Ebukam with 2 touchdowns, and he hit Mahomes' hand, throwing arm, late in the game, which led to a Marcus Peters interception. He had a fantastic game. I'll say this, though. After that interception, Sean McVay almost blew the game. Because Andy Reid had 3 timeouts, which I was stunned as an Eagles fan. Under 2 minutes left, Andy Reid with 3 timeouts? Really? Stunned. But he did. And you have Todd Gurley for Sean McVay. But he's not running the football. He's trying to throw these screens and killing the clock. But that saved timeouts for the Kansas City Chiefs. And that allowed the Chiefs to get the ball back. And they mishandled the ending there. And only killed 28 seconds off the clock. I mean, it's just that's not good enough. If anything, you got to make them burn all their timeouts. And that's not what happened. Now, it didn't cost them because Mahomes had to make things happen, had to force some things, threw one that was a little bit short. They had to make something happen. It seemed like the person who had the ball last would win. I was very surprised it did not turn out that way. But when you look at both teams, right? So you're the Chiefs, and you fall. You're now 9-2. You went to battle. You went to war. You had a ton of flags early in this game because your DBs were yanking on every single receiver for the Rams, and your defensive line was lining up in the neutral zone, jumping off sides. I mean, it was a mess with the flag. So if you're the Chiefs, you say to yourself, okay, we clean it up. We clean up the flags, we clean up some of the interception play, and we tighten it up a little bit. We'll be okay. We're 9-2. We're still a good team. It doesn't kill any of the mojo that you had so far this season to lose a tight match like this when you went to war. But if you're the Rams and you come out on top and now you're 10-1, and the energy of winning a game like this, it just can help this team go to an extreme level of confidence and really help this team move forward. It doesn't crush you, I don't think, to lose a game like this, but to win it for the benefit of it moving forward is nuts. And this Rams team is ready to rock and roll after a emotional win of this nature. When you look at the time of possession, it was pretty much even throughout both teams. The game was just crazy. The lead changes in the fourth quarter. I think there was a total of 4. It was nuts. Every single time a team started a drive, there was somehow an obnoxious chunk play, and then it led to a score. So looking at some of the skill players for the Chiefs, Tyreek Hill had 215 yards and 2 touchdowns. Travis Kelce, obviously a big factor in their offense, 127 yards and a touchdown. Conley had 2 touchdowns. The skill players for the Rams, believe it or not, a little quiet. Cooks with the 107 yards, which was big. Everett, obviously, with a couple touchdowns, was huge as well. The last one being on the right sideline, I thought they left a little bit too much clock on. That's what I'm saying. When there was like a minute and change left and the Rams took the lead, I'm thinking they left them clock left with 3 timeouts for the Chiefs. But they find a way. They really do. And they still got to get Aqib to leave. And how is that going to factor in everything with Marcus Peters? And it was just an awesome storyline. It played out to perfection. I mean, this was a shootout game. And I've never had so much fun to just sit there and just watch it and be amazed from it. This is coming from a guy who sits there from 12 to 12 on Saturdays to watch his college football, and then sit there from 1 to 12 on his Sunday and watch every single snap of NFL football. And Monday night, same thing. Like, I love football, and that was probably the most exciting game I've sat through in quite some time. Regular season-wise, that is. Obviously, experiencing the Super Bowl was the greatest moment of my life, but now the Eagles want to make my eyes bleed, and I don't even want to get there. This game was tremendous. Kudos to both teams. They both went to war. It stings for the Chiefs, but they'll be okay. I mean, you're talking about Mahomes, who is so young and still so raw, but so talented. And look at what Goff has overcame. I mean, the Jeff Fisher thing, and now Sean McVay comes in here, and now he's the pick everyone thought he would be. It's crazy how much scheme is a factor. I hate to bring this back to the Eagles. I won't. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this game. It was so much fun to watch. See you guys next time.